So you want to become the middleman between your audience and great content. Let me show you the do's and don'ts and the best ways to go about it. Okay, I get it. You haven't got the time or the resources to stay consistent with creating great content and delivering it on your social media platforms. So, how can we stay active? The best way to stay active is to become the middleman between your audience and great content. So let's say that your target market is fathers. You need to be finding content that is valuable to that group. So anything to do with 3 fun things that you could do with your son, or something that you could do with your daughter, how to do your daughter's hair, something like that. It's going to be useful content that is valuable to fathers because it's specifically talking about their pain points or their issues or something that can help them overcome those issues. But before you run off and start curating loads of content, you've got to look at the do's and don'ts of curating. Otherwise, you could be at risk at dishonoring your whole dynasty. Not just your family, but your whole dynasty. The whole lineage of your bloodline. Meet Gerald. Gerald loves to take credit for something that isn't his. Gerald has no sense of shame and no sense of honour. Gerald will get found out. Don't be like Gerald. So let's look at the do's and don'ts. First, let's look at the don'ts. Get the negative out of the way. Don't number 1. Put your unique touch on it. Put some context or your tone of voice onto whatever content it is that you're sharing. Otherwise, you're just stealing. Rule number 2, share from the original source. Give attribution to the original creator of the content that you're sharing, or give a link to the creator any way that you can. Rule number 3, if you copy and paste a large portion of content, then you're just stealing. Don't be like Gerald. Rule number 4, if someone asks you not to curate their content specifically, don't do it. Simple as that. It's common sense. But then again, I know sense isn't common nowadays. Rule number 5, don't just download an image or a video and upload it to a social media platform without having the rights. Gerald loves to take credit for something that isn't his. Don't be like Gerald. Now, let's look at the do's, the positives. This is what you should be doing. Do number 1, find practical content that saves time, money, or effort, or that gives good experience. Something that makes them laugh, something that entertains them, something that adds value to their day. Do number 2, go back to the original source of the content that you're looking to curate and make sure that it aligns with your principles and values. Do number 3, make sure that when you curate content that you put your original spin on it, put your tone of voice on it. If your brand happens to be sarcastic or funny or witty, put that on it. Just be yourself, just literally be who you are and put your spin on it. You can do this with an emoji, a caption, or graphics and text if you're allowed. Do number 4, share on the relevant platforms. As most of you know, each platform speaks a unique language. What works on Twitter might not work on, say, Facebook. So you need to take that into account. So when you're sharing this content, make sure that you're sharing it to the relevant platforms. A powerful tool that works on all devices that you can use to help you curate content is an app called Feedly. It works on multiple devices, all devices. You can set up a free account, and on this free account, all you do is literally go to all the blogs that you currently follow, subscribe to them, and you will receive all the information that they put out in one place. So if they come out with a new blog, then automatically it's going to come up in your Feedly. This way it saves you the time and effort and the pain of having to go to each individual website to find out if the post is something new. This way it makes curation simple. It's a simple process, so it's kind of like a production hack, if that makes sense. This way, all you have to do is look on Feedly, see what content you like, and then share it with your networks and put your unique twist on it. Put your tone of voice on it, like I said before. It's time to shout out my sponsor, Agora Pulse, the social media management tool that I choose to use for social media. If you want to know more information on them, check out the link below in the description. Question time. What category does your interest or hobby fall into? Let me know in the comments below. Here's a way that you can put your newfound skills to the test. Who do you know that you could curate this piece of content with? So who could you share this video with? Put your spin on it and put your little twist on it. Put your character on it.